Hey everybody, it's the Downunder Gamer here. Welcome back for some more Marble World Racing, the Sonic GP. So last week we had the qualifiers to get our 8 teams ready for the season. And you can see on screen the 8 teams that we'll be having today. They will compete in 8 races to see who will be the best of the best. And potentially qualify for the All-Star GP, which will happen at the end of the season once all the other GPs finish up. So you can see here we've got the 8 races and the 8 races and the 8 teams, and we've also got our team championship. So the 2 teams that finish in the bottom 2 spots will be eliminated for next season. They'll have a season off to try and I guess focus on what went wrong, and they'll get replaced by the 2 teams that are currently missing, which is Team Blaze and Team Rose. They missed out on the qualifiers, so they will be here for next season, replacing whoever finishes at the bottom for this season. And we've also got the individual championship. The top 6 people who finish up there will qualify for the All-Star GP and represent Team Sonic for the All-Star Championship, which happens at the end of the season. Once all the other GPs have finished their seasons up, we have the All-Star GP. Let's head trackside now and get ready for race number 1 at Razzway from the Marbula 1 series. So we'll head trackside and get ready for race number 1 of Sonic GP. And we're going for season number 1, race number 1 of the Marble World Racing Sonic GP. First race is reverse, it's random positions for the starting grid. Every other race, race 2 to 8, will be reverse grid based on how they finish in this race and how they're going in the championship. So SBO out in front right now, Orbot and Cubot following behind their Shadow in the distance in third. Looks like a bit of a battle further back. Grounder, Jet rounding out top 5. Jet makes the move up into third place now. SBO still leading the pack though, out in front here at Razzway. So it looks like the top 2 beginning to break away from the pack here. SBO, Orbot and Cubot starting to get a bit of a gap from the rest of the field. Looks like everyone's starting to form behind Metal Sonic there in third. Meanwhile, this battle for the lead continues on. SBO and Orbot and Cubot, the 2 up in the lead right now. SBO had a little bit of trouble just then. Looks like he got stuck on the wall there briefly. Orbot and Cubot trying to see if they can close the gap. It's still pretty close between these top 2. Rest of the field starting to fall back a little. 4 tenths between the top 2, and then another 2.5 seconds basically back to the next one. Orbot and Cubot makes the move. They've moved up into the lead now. SBO gets a better drop though and can get straight back, leading the race once again. Meanwhile, it looks like there's a good battle happening for third. Shadow and Metal Sonic having a good battle there. Keeping an eye on the leaders though for the moment. About half a second between these top 2 competitors. SBO, Orbot and Cubot. The gap is really tight. This time it's Orbot and Cubot who get the good drop and take the lead. Looking further down the list, we can see Metal Sonic and Shadow still having that good battle for third. Front is still between Orbot and Cubot with SBO. Bit of an awkward bounce off the wall, allowed SBO to catch up again. So they're pretty close together right now. And looks like Shadow is finally broken free from Metal Sonic. See if he can catch up to the leaders at all. Orbot and Cubot though are the ones out in front. Starting to pull away a little bit from SBO, who... Actually, never mind. Looks like Orbot and Cubot had a bit of issues just there in those couple last turns. And Espio is now in the lead. Shadow actually catching this battle here for the lead. So it's about to become a three-way battle. Espio not terribly far ahead. In fact, it looks like most of the field's starting to catch up here, so perhaps they've been battling a bit too much at the front. Espio in the best position still, out in the lead, but there's quite a few marbles that are not that far behind. Orbot and Cubot still sitting there. Once again, Metal Sonic and Shadow having that bit of a battle, although actually looks like Shadow's struggling now, perhaps pushed a bit too early, beginning to drop down the leaderboards. All of a sudden, Metal Sonic moves up into second spot. Orbit and Cubot still in third, but they're under pressure from several marbles. Team Chaotix looking pretty good. Espio in the lead, Vector in fourth, and Charmy in sixth, who's actually moved up into third now. So Team Chaotix looking to get some good points in the first race of the season. Espio continuing to lead, Metal Sonic in second now. Then we've got Charmy and Sonic close behind, and then it's Orbot and Cubot who will round out our top 5. So the gap has become a bit big, so we're going to have a look a little bit further back now. So the gap's over 2 seconds. We'll take a look at this battle here for second place. So you can see Metal Sonic. Oh, Metal Sonic. Massive mistake on the curb there. Drops several positions, allows Sonic, Charmy, Orbot and Cubot and Vector to all go past. Massive error from Metal Sonic. We enter the final lap. We'll go back on board with the race leader for one more lap around the track. See if anyone can catch him. It looks like Espio is in the clear, but we don't want to give him that commentator's curse, though I guess it's a bit too late now. Sonic, meanwhile, is best of the rest, but he's under fire from Orbot and Cubot, putting some pressure. Just a couple more turns to go, and Espio will get this race in the bag, so Espio across the line. Next up, we've got Sonic, and the rest of the field coming on in now. And that's everyone across the line there. So Espio is your race winner. 3 seconds ahead of Sonic, and then Orbot and Cubot, Charmy, Vector, Shadow, Metal Sonic, Storm, Grounder, and Omega rounding out our top 10. At the bottom we had Knuckles, Tails, Jet, and Rouge coming in at the rear. Our gap from first all the way to last was just 11.8 seconds. So a pretty tight race for everyone. We're going to go head to the podium and the points to see how everything's turned out after race number 1 of the Sonic GP. So there are your race winners. Orbot and Cubot in third, Sonic second, and Espio, our race winner for race number 1 of our Sonic GP. Congratulations to those 3 marbles for excellent racing. Let's head over to the points and see how they're looking. And so we can see the points here. It is race number 1 of 8 complete, and Team Chaotix doing the best out of all the teams for this race, 71 points. A very good points haul indeed for Team Chaotix. On the other end of the scale though, it is Team Adventure, needing to pick up the pace a little bit. Only 18 points for the first race of the season. 7 races to go though, plenty of time for these teams to try and get some more points. Have a look now at the Team Championship. So race number 1 out of the way, it's Team Chaotix in the lead, Team Eggman Sitting Air in second, and Team Pingus in third. The 2 teams at the bottom at the moment, who are in the danger zone, it's Team Babylon and Team Adventure. So just a reminder, at the end of the season, if whoever the 2 bottom teams are, they will miss out next season, and they will be replaced by Team Rose and Team Blaze, who are currently missing this season. So at the moment, that is Team Adventure and Team Babylon. Team Underground not that far off, only 2 points ahead of the danger zone. And we'll have a look now at our individual championship. Obviously race number 1, so it's going to just be however the race finished. Espio with that win, Sonic in second, Orbot and Cubot third. Charmy, Vector and Shadow, they round out the All-Star 6 qualifier. So at the end of the season, whoever finishes in those top 6 positions will get to qualify for the All-Star GP, and they will represent Team Sonic in that final race of the champs. So the best of the best come together for a special All-Star race. That will last 16 races, and that will happen at the end of the season. Once all the other GPs finish their seasons up, we'll have the All-Star GP. So that's how the positions are looking though for individual championship. A couple of light blues all there at the bottom, and a couple of dark blues as well. They're looking to try and improve for next time round. So that will be it for today's race. Stay tuned though for tomorrow, because we've got race number 2 for Sonic GP right around the corner. So until then, have a good one and stay safe.